Alright, it's been a month since the final Salmon map was added, and that to me signals the end of Salmon support from the devs, although I expect one final King Salmonid to be added for Sizzle season. Seeing as I've reached EVP 999 3 separate times, which I swear was 4, I believe I'm qualified to give some tips that will make your Salmon Run experience even better, and I can guarantee it. These quick tips will set your priorities straight when it comes to being on the clock. Seeing as there's nothing more to say, I'll just get on with it. In today's world, it may be difficult to believe you're special, but in Salmon Run, always believe you are. Always believe you are the lifeblood of the team. Act as if, once you die, everyone dies. For example, never use cannons on Cohawk Charge. You are extremely vulnerable and valuable, so no matter what weapon, avoid using cannons. Let your teammates use them while you take the closest eggs. Here's another scenario. Your team only needs one more egg with seconds left on the clock. Everyone else is dead, but your teammates are on another platform while you see the final egg. Why would you waste precious time saving them, when you could save everyone's ranks, and more importantly, your own, by prioritizing eggs? This leads to my next tip. As I said before, you are the special one in your team. You should consider yourself the hero of the team. So unless it's the last 15 seconds and you need some more eggs, you should always save your teammates. Even if there's someone closer to them, even if they're across the map, even if there's a whole bunch of nothings in your way. At the very least, they could get more golden eggs for you. And remember, nobody can save them like you can. Unfortunately, the hardest part of Salmon Run is the fact that you can't always save everybody. Say you didn't make quota, it's not your fault that everyone else keeps dying. And it's for sure not your fault that they didn't collect enough eggs. And because of their mistakes, and you always having to save them, you couldn't make quota, meaning you couldn't save your team's rank. Unless you made it to wave 3. Really, any failure is your team's fault, not your own, so don't stress it. I suppose this is a good time to say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Now of course this applies to every time you lose a shift, but also specifically Goldie Seeking. Now you may know that a ton of gushers appear during this wave. Basically, I want you to open every gusher you see until the Goldie appears. Now the height of the gusher varies throughout the stage, but I doubt it means anything. Anyway, just shoot every gusher you see. You'll be fine. Probably. Never, and I mean never, let the mothership touch the basket. When I say that, I mean it. If you get a weapon that can shoot it from afar, start doing that as soon as possible. If it touches the basket even once, you can consider that at least one egg gone. I'd argue that this is more important than shooting the Chinooks themselves, which is where you get the eggs from in the first place. This also applies to Snatchers. All they do is take your eggs, if you ignore them, and that's not worth it. It is, however, worth it to just leave the Drizzlers and fish sticks, not even considering the fact that they sound harmless. I mean, really? A fish stick on something that sounds like it's from Gen Alpha? Yeah, not terrifying in the slightest. Seriously though, one just drizzles some harmless ink for a bit, and one doesn't even attack you directly, it just sprays ink on the ground. As I said before, time is extremely valuable. Don't waste your time with such low-level things as themselves. At the very least, don't go out of your way to kill it. Please still kill stingers though. Here's one we can all agree on. Have you ever made it to wave 3 and found yourself with no specials to use? Yeah, me neither. And I think that, to me, just proves how useless they are. To be honest though, they do help in pitch. This means you should absolutely save your specials for the end of the wave. Remember how I said you're the hero? Well, heroes don't need specials so early in the shift. Then when you truly need them, you can use them and finish off the shift strong. The final tip to this quick guide I want to share is to keep your wits about. Often you'll hear people complain about Salmon Run being super stressful and demanding, and they're absolutely right. Salmon Run is in fact a very challenging and chaotic mode. I mean, you'll be making so many on-the-spot decisions that the average person who doesn't play Splatoon would likely get frustrated, and I guess this one is most suited for people who already don't play the mode. Considering if you're of a high enough level, you should already be doing fine. You should also keep your wits about for stupid videos like these on YouTube. If you couldn't tell already, this is the worst improvement guide you could give someone just learning the mode. In fact, it's, hopefully, detrimental. And and that's the point, so don't take it seriously. Although I hope it was entertaining. I tried to come up with some creative ones, although I couldn't really think of any, nor did I want to scrap this idea. Anyways, I have a barely active Discord in the description, if you care about that. And now, I'm done.